Hey, and welcome back. Today we're going to have a look at X-Transbots version of Shattered Glass Ratchet, their MX48-S Medic Ratliff. So let's jump straight in and have a look at the packaging. Front of the box art's pretty standard. Again, like last time, you can see they've gone with a solid colour here on the chest, but I've got a feeling the inside's going to be using transparent plastic. Pretty much standard on the side. Move it up so you can see. Picture of the figure again. On the back, turning it over, going with the classic G1 stats. And finishing with the branding. And a small picture of him in vehicle mode. Right, let's get this open and have a look at the main event. Okay, now he's out of his clamshell. Let's have a look at what we've got. Standard instructions, product card manual, and some stickers to go over the chest. A whole array of heads here. I don't want to open these up because these are in these one-time seal bags. Once you've opened them, they're open, it ends up being loose in the package, so I'll try and show you these the best I can. Shouting face. Another standard face. Open mouth. And then we've got three other faces. So, interesting, they've all got red eye. Oh no, the blue face has got the white eyes. There. And then we've got another laughing face. The eyes painted on all of them. And then again, like the Ironhide, it comes with two blasters, which is easily openable, and we can try them in a minute. Okay, moving on. Here is the fella. I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but it's using quite a nice shade of turquoise blue and purple. Straighten him up. So, first impressions. Yeah, he's not bad. I'm not particularly sure why I bought this one. I bought the Ironhide to go with my Diaclone shell, but this, I've got a little bit of Shattered Glass stuff. I'm not a major follower of it. But saying that, the paint and the presentation looks pretty good. Okay, let's take a closer look at the articulation. It's going to be exactly the same as the Ironhide and the Shattered Glass Ironhide. One of the major content bits is the locking mechanism here. It doesn't look like it's been improved on this copy either. But that's pretty tight. I still don't want, I reckon if that was handled over a long period of time, it will probably lose its grip and fall off. Okay, the head. Okay, this head's going back further than the other one. I'll show that in a minute for comparison. Nice side to side, up and down. Outward ratchet, very clicky. Friction round. In. Nice joint. I'm not a fan of this elbow joint it uses. It has the actual bit. No, it's very stiff. I don't know if the camera can see that. On the purple medic sign, that part there above my thumb is meant to move up. I'm not going to force it on this one. And with X-Transbot stuff, you know, it could easily snap. Let's try this one. There we go. You can see it there, sort of making a double jointed elbow. Okay. Same issue with the knees, it's got the flap that comes out which breaks the transformation a bit. You get that much. And that's stuck. See there, it's come over. Not brilliant. Okay. he's been using the same hands. Not bad. And down to the feet. It always feels a bit rocky, this one does. I think it's something to do with how they've done the feet by using the plastic, because the windows sits just above the floor so it doesn't get scratched. It's not the best idea. I think that really could do some sort of covering. Well, I suppose how much you're going to drag it around and move it, just don't drag it, lift it. Let's see how he holds his gun. Yes, no problem. And the other one. Holds them fine. Okay. Yeah, it's a very tight shoulder ratchet on this version. That'll probably vary from figure to figure. Yeah, so he's painted lovely. Holds the guns no problem. A few of the joints are a bit tight, especially around this knee bit. Well, not tight, but there's a bit that sits proud out of the die-cast leg joint going into the plastic, so if you're going to move his leg, just make sure you bend that back to get it into place. First impressions, he looks great. A few minor niggly bits. One of the bits I'm noticing is these screws around the neck plate stick out quite a bit. Maybe some sort of covering, or if they were just painted white, might have made a better impression of it. But overall, if you're into shattered glass stuff, this is a good representation of Ratchet. A bit of a gap there in the work. I'm leaning back slightly. A lot of the weight's in the torso on this one. Yeah, and as you can see, they've gone with the transparent plastic this time, opposed to the painted version on the first two releases. Those red eyes are really good. Okay. Okay, now let's do a spotted comparison. Here he is next to Diecone or Shattered Glass Ironhide. I forget what X-Transbots are called him. But as you can see on this one, that's as far back as the head will go. The Shattered Glass Ratchet, it goes back all the way. I think that's something to do with the plastic around the back of the head sitting too proud or not being filed down enough. But that's the two together. Quite a nice pair. Sorry about the pose, it's a bit basic. Here he is, next to a standard Ratchet. Having them side by side, I've got to say I think I prefer the original. There's something about him, it's the plain white medic look, very medical. I want to move him out of the show. And he's... Let's see how he scales. Here is Fans Toys Trailbreaker. And let's bring in Takara's Optimus Prime. As you can see, the scale is pretty bang on for other Masterpiece bots in the line. Okay, so in finishing, it's probably going to be a unique paint job for Shattered Glass Ratchet. I can't see Fan Toys doing a copy like this, and I doubt Takara will. So if you're into Shattered Glass, this is probably going to be your only option. It's a very well built figure. Yeah, it's got a few issues and complaints with the locking mechanism between the torso and the legs, and the feet worry me. I can see that scratching, but it's not as bad on this version as the painted one. The clear chest, yeah, maybe it looks better, maybe it doesn't. I put a sticker over my version of the original anyway, and I think that works. You know, overall it's a solid figure. Cost wise, it's $131 or £96. I got mine from ShowsZ. I think it's more on the expensive side due to the fact that you get less accessories with this version than you did with the original. The original you got a boatload, you got the skis, you got the sledge. This one you get four different heads and 3 extra faces. It's still a fair whack, but I think the price should have been lower to reflect that. It's not a bad price compared to some of the figures. It's still a great figure. I'd recommend it if you're into the Shattered Glass line of the Transformers. There's quite a few out there. There's the Cyclonus, the Grimlock, the Optimus Prime obviously, the Rodimus Prime, the Wreck-Gar, and the Delta Magnus. So you know, there's a fair collection if you just want to do a Shattered Glass shelf. Okay, that's me rambling on for a bit now. I'll show you a shot of where he is and that'll be it. Okay, and here he is with the rest of my Shattered Glass stuff. It's not brilliant. Kallax is probably one of the worst things to display figures on. As you can see, it's quite a colourful shelf, and Ironhide fits in quite well here. Okay, thanks for watching. Sorry if I rambled on. I will get better at this. Take care.